Welcome back everybody to another build tutorial here in the beautiful game of Rust. Today I'm going to show y'all how to build a new furnace design that I've come up with. It utilizes some of the aspects of my forbidden furnace design. This design is still going to fit within that 1x1 cube. It's going to be fully sealed in by full walls. This is going to be the most secure version of the updated Superforge.
And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of the other videos for other helpful tips.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with these hard side in stone walls. That's going to give us the most amount of space for these placements. Just keep in mind we also have to fit a frame in here, so you want to be checking the frame as you go to make sure that it can still place. So I just want to make sure that you're double checking that frame placement as you go. Let's see if we can go ahead and swap this wall right quick. So we're going to demo it, and we're going to put in a window frame. Upgrade that to stone. Let's go ahead and get this shelf in right quick. I'm renovating here, so. Alright. Go ahead and clear out these. Get that up to stone. So we're going to go ahead, squeeze this splitter as close as we can there, and we're just going to slide along, placing 6 here. Okay, so once you've got these ones connected with the industrial pipes, you're going to go ahead and put down one of these combiners. Awesome. Okay, gonna go ahead and put another adapter down here. Now we want to also connect the wiring for these while we can still reach it. This one's going to be the hardest to reach, just like in general, the same with the one above it, the floor above it. So we want to go ahead and get this one done. All right. Okay, so this is a thing that you need to keep in mind. As you're putting some of this industrial piping down, if you pick it up and put it back down, it might erase stuff on this windowsill, so just keep that in mind. It can slow you down if you've got a lot of wiring done already. Make sure we've got the right color. We do. So this is going to be the 5th power node that you want to connect, and then just work your way back. Things are going to start getting a little bit tricky here, so you just need to pay attention and be patient with yourself. You're going to want to go ahead and get this one connected. Oh, I deleted those. Don't worry, we got this. Let's go ahead and get more of these down. So this one back here has been connected to this first row. This guy. Now, let's get these furnaces linked up. Looking great so far. Everything is still working out. Every little bit of room that you've missed up to this point adds up, and it creates sometimes some kind of awkward placements at the end. So you have to be kind of careful the whole way through to make sure you're not putting yourself in a bad situation. Now, let's go ahead and put the frame on here, just to make sure that we've got room for this last furnace. Alright, that is the bottom row completely done. The only other thing to add here that I would recommend, you're going to want to put an igniter there and wire it to a button somewhere on the front here. hit that, sparks the igniter back there, which will ignite any of these furnaces that get switched to the off position after a server reset. Keep in mind that this button will be the only way to reach those furnaces way back there. You can go ahead and get these conveyors placed as well. You want to squeeze them as far over as you can. We don't necessarily need to put the roof on this yet, but we will soon. Let's go ahead and get some more of these furnaces down right quick. You may not necessarily have this level of maneuverability in your base when you reach this level, so just keep in mind that you may need to get a little bit creative with how you move. We're going to want to get the top row set up just the same as the bottom row on the entire shelf. So just try to get these placements as tight as you can. With the wall flipped back around, it's going to be a little bit tougher to get them as tight. Just do your best, be patient with it. Perfect. That's looking real promising. There's a good amount of space there. I think we ought to be able to make this work. So we're going to have one down here. This one is going to be right before this circuit begins. Call this the spill branch, trademarked. If you are in the middle of a raid and you need to pull a battery off of this furnace cube here, rather than grabbing a wire tool and rewiring stuff, you can just come off this branch right here directly into a splitter with some turrets attached, configure the branch to run all that power into those turrets. Just keep that in mind. You can use it to quite literally spill power from one circuit into another. We've got this branch, we've got a switch, we're going to need to put a battery down here eventually, but we're also going to need to get power routed to these splitters, so we're going to get that system set up down here. That is the power routing for those splitters coming out of these two splitters, and from this one here, we're going to want to connect this guy to the primary power source as well, which is going to be this branch up top here. Connect this into the branch node. I'll make that a little bit more clear here actually. Tricky thing is you kind of have to be underneath in order to get the node to show up. And then this is industrial out, which needs to go back into one of those conveyors. Primary industrial in, we're going to cycle it back to that conveyor as well. And then this will be our raw ore box right here. Okay. This, I believe 63 on the split, and then I think 15 on that split. This branch we want to just keep as low as possible. 3, okay, that's looking like exactly what we want. So we just want to make sure that all of these are getting 10 each. Okay, let's make sure everything works. This is the moment of truth. And that's it. That is it. 22 electric furnaces wired to take ore from one box, cook it, and then output materials into this box. That's beautiful. That's it right there. There's some leftover juice coming off at this pass-through node here. I wasn't able to figure out how to get that cleaned up, but I'll show you what you could do with it. Give me a sec. Alright, so what you can do with these batteries here is you can kind of daisy chain them off the system. And then they'll slowly start to charge. That is the new and improved Super Forge. 22 industrial furnaces, automated, taking ore, cooking it, putting it out to a materials box over here. I'll show you how all that works. So go into the settings. This one's going to be the output conveyor, so we're going to want sulfur fragments. High qual. Get in here and set this one to ore. Now let's go ahead and test it out. 5K sulfur in there. Let's just make sure all these are getting fed. Sure enough. Sure enough. All the way through. And then let's see here. Yep. With my last calculations, this system runs about 18,000 sulfur all the way through to cooked sulfur in a little over 14 minutes, about 3 seconds, I think. That's pretty dang good. Very efficient system. You can do embrasures as well if you're feeling spicy. You can put them on either side also. You can put them on the inside or the outside. Put them on the inside. It does muffle the sound just a touch. I think it probably does on the outside as well. Do that, it'll give it a little bit of extra comfort too, to keep it from getting destroyed during raids. Just make sure all this is still intact. Yep. Yeah, that's the new Super Forge. It's beautiful. It's doing its best. It's killing this battery right now, but that is about as efficient as this is gonna get. That's the Super Forge. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave those in the comments section below. Reach out to me on Twitter or anywhere else you might find me, and I'll be happy to help. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe if this is content that you enjoy. It's my Super Forge, and I'm Spilldrop. I'll catch you later. And that's that. That's a wrap.